showed the world a picture of a stronghold no one could ever break. Its iron dome was not just protection, it was a sign of power, a badge of pride. Israel made itself the boss of the region, warning any enemy not to try anything. But then, one night, that image was shaken badly. The belief in its endless power was broken, not by huge numbers, but by accurate action. Iran didn't need to destroy everything. It just had to hit the right place at the right time with the right message. And that's what happened. That night, the world saw missiles break through layer after layer of defense, not randomly, but with scary precision. The strikes didn't only damage physical buildings, they crushed the belief that Israel was always far ahead. For the first time in many years, sirens in Israeli cities weren't just part of drills. The fear became real. The Iron Dome, the pride of Israeli defense, failed. The same system, shown to the world as unbreakable, showed that it wasn't perfect. Just a few hits were enough to make the world question what they were told about Israel's power. The feeling of superiority began to disappear, replaced by shock, silence, and confusion. This wasn't about maps or borders, it was about mental power. Israel used its image to keep others in fear. It didn't always need to fight. It only had to make people believe they had no chance. That belief is what got destroyed. Iran didn't just launch weapons, it launched courage. It challenged the idea that Israel could act however it wanted with no reaction, no limits. Iran didn't do this through angry speeches, it used smart and planned retaliation, the kind of answer that makes even the most powerful stop and think. To some people, this was just a fight between armies. But to those watching with careful eyes, it was a turning point. A moment when things shifted, when David stood up to Goliath, not with rocks, but with courage and timing. Israel's image got hurt. And that injury brought with it something even deeper, doubt. Doubt in the minds of those who always supported it. Doubt in the West's power circles. Doubt in the hearts of those who once thought fighting back was useless, because once the untouchable gets touched, the entire game changes. This is what pride looks like when it's faced with reality. This is what happens when arrogance is answered with strategy. Iran didn't destroy Israel that night, but it did something far more dangerous. It exposed the lie. It showed the world that even the strong can be hurt. And that gave hope to every nation, every group, every soul that had been silent under the weight of fake power. That night became like a mirror, and in it the world didn't see Israel's greatness, it saw its limits. When Iran fired those missiles, it wasn't just a war move, it was a strong message, written in the language of power. Each missile, each target, every second, it was all done with meaning. This wasn't madness, it was message. Iran wasn't acting out of wild anger. It was saying something important, that independence, respect and fairness are not up for discussion. That when red lines are crossed, staying quiet is not the only option. That the oppressed also have a voice, and sometimes that voice sounds like thunder. For years, Iran has faced punishments, warnings and lies from the media, but this moment wasn't about payback, it was about standing tall again. Iran's attack wasn't about flexing its muscles, it was about declaring, we see what's happening and we are not afraid anymore. This wasn't war just for war's sake, it was self-defense mixed with bravery. Iran understood the dangers, it knew what could happen next, but even then it chose to rise. Because sometimes in history bravery matters more than careful planning. Some moments demand that a country hold its ground even when the whole world is looking away.
If you found this video informative, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Your engagement is highly appreciated. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Thank you and have a wonderful day.